the weirdest names ever. Anywho, my name is Jude Omamigbe, and you are most welcome to Hello Port Harcourt. Now, inside Rivers this morning, we are going to be talking about one of the most iconic and probably most stand-outish market that we have in this state. The spare parts market, aka Ikoku. That's what we're talking about this morning. Now, it's been here for decades now. Even before I was born, I heard it's even been there since the late 70s. I'm sure the older listeners will probably call in and share their story about that history, about the history of that place with me. But now, this is where we have a big focus. Remember, a few years ago, in the former administration of not just Rotimi Amici, but also Uyensu Wike, there were some issues. Oh, they want to move them. Oh, this is that they're knocking down places. It's not good. Blah 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 blah. Now, we know that they are eventually going to move out from that particular place. That's talking about the Ikwe Road, where everybody now calls Ikoku, right? They're going to move away from there eventually. Now, the governor, Siminalayi Efubara, right? Has done something. Now, some automobile spare parts traders at Ikoku commended the governor for keeping the campaign promise of building the Port Harcourt International Automobile Spare Parts Trading and Commercial Center. Now, some of the traders spoke to our correspondent and said they are optimistic about the project being completed in due time. Let's take a listen to them, please.
We are waiting for him to, make sure that it is not just not a groundbreaking ceremony, but it should be a project completed in earnest time, and the people will be happy, and we will feel the long that the governor have remembered us. Because what we have before now, the Ikoku, it's a street market. It will enhance, in fact, a lot of so many things, and enhance business growth. Then on further business, by the time it come through, so many persons will benefit from that. We are all very, very happy.
We in Ikoku spare parts market are happy about it, and we appreciate the governor for taking up this project.
If we have a permanent site like that of Ilebe, if you have it that has a lock, it has a gate, so it will be well organized. So that's what we are expecting from the government. I have a very good belief that this governor will do something better.
So there you have it. Some of them are agreement. Now, some of them who I also spoke to, who I also know, because I grew up around them, mechanics and all that, right? As you would expect, I'm not particularly comfortable. Oh, if they move them from Port Harcourt town central, it means that their market will come down. They thought they'd be moving around before everybody knew where they were. I'm like, okay, but if you go somewhere else, people will know. They'll still come to where you are. That's one. But the biggest issue and promise is that if they were to move, and if they eventually they're going to get there, the spare parts market, right? One big thing, it's along the express road. That means going to Aba, going to Umaya, or even going to part of Onitsha to go and bring parts become a lot easier for these traders, for these dealers, for these mechanics. If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, some of your mechanics will take a night bus, go all the way to Lagos to get maybe your half engine, to get maybe your alternator, or to get a condenser, or some important part that cannot be found within this area. Now, just imagine if that place is closer to Aba, closer to just being along the express road, just that area where it's scheduled to be right now, right? It may just make transportation a bit easier for these individuals. Don't forget, with that market, you're going to have associate businesses popping up left, right, and center. But will that relocation affect the patrons, people coming in to do business? Because the fear is, because it's further away from Port Harcourt Central, more people will probably want to stay and not come to them. Do you believe so?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, as always, please do well. Turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, do not make mention of it. And please keep your comments civil. Numbers to call 08179230002, 08179230007, 08179230002, 08179230007. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. Our WhatsApp number is 08090306416. Ida is speaking to us from Nkoro. Good morning to you.
My
Ida.
lovely
Good morning.
brother, good morning.
Good morning to you.
When you mentioned about this Ikoku sweepers, I was very, very happy. You see, I want to commend the governor. I want to commend the governor for the good things he's doing for the Igbo people. I know the Igbo people are many for Ikoku. You can see the righteous rule, the people rejoice. The project, he didn't take it to Popo Nkoro or Nkoro Kingdom. He's doing it in Obiakpo. So that all of the governor's statements, they'll have more tenants and have more money in their local, in their LGAs. So I want to commend the governor and those people too to please live with the Elele people very, very well. They should sell their slippers very, very well to people. Thank you very much. God bless you. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you. All right, it is raining at New Road in Rumoke. That's just not far. That's not far from where we are. All right, trust me, we can't even leave our house right now. River Nile is here. The flood is life-threatening. Oh dear. So it's raining right now in Rumoke. That's if you don't know, that's off Ada George, where you have what's this thing called? Kilton Junction. Aha, there's a market there, Rumuki Market. Yeah, all right. Now, Robin is in the chair. Robin, good morning to you. We have Ibiso, also on Odili Road. Good morning to you, Robin.
Good morning, my brother Jude.
Good morning, please.
Congratulations. I have a pleasant working Monday.
I hope to do so.
The flag off of the construction of the automobile international market by River State government is a good one. According to the governor, he said he is doing that to fulfill his campaign promise. And when that was going on, I appealed to him and his conscience that consolidation is a bogus English language. And I urged him then to consolidate on the things that will better the lives of River State and those who reside here at River State. And abandon those things that are not good to the interest of the people of River State. And I think what he has done there is a good one. But amongst others, let him try not to be distracted, to go ahead and begin to do the things he needs to do.
Are you saying that you don't think the making a market for spare parts business is a priority?
It's a huge priority now.
Okay.
Taking it out of that ancient and modern location at Ikoku. I will not grow in. We should grow now.
Okay. All right, Robin, that's Ibiso. Ibiso is on Odili Road. We have Michael from Boroki standing by. Ibiso, let's hear from you quickly, please.
Jude, good morning.
Good morning.
And happy new week.
Indeed it is.
Working day. Yes, about the Ikoku people. To me, it's a good and a welcome development. I would have preferred to take that market to the Emowa area, to develop that area. But the area I think is not a bad place.
Okay.
But my advice is to the host communities and the youth there. They should not take advantage over the business people.
Okay. Now, Michael, interesting. Are you surprised that people are talking about interactions between host communities and traders? I don't know if that's occurred to you as well.
Good morning, Jim.
Good morning, Michael.
I'm not bothered about the community and I believe if the both parties do what is right, there will be harmony. After all, the equal code that they are now, I don't think any Ogapo, the people from Polu have gone to any day shut down this market. I don't think so. I've not heard it in the news that the Igbo people had problem with the Ikoku spare parts. Dude, why people are even praying that that project should come up, it should be executed? I am praying every day that the road to Aloji, I don't know if you know where they call Aloji in Abia State, where they sell spare parts.
Okay, I think I've been
market in Abia.
I think I've been there before.
Fine, you get to Aloji before the Aba main market, that Araria market. Yes, you get to Aloji. That is where most of these people from Port Harcourt even go to buy spare parts. I have seen somebody who sold me my gearbox along other George. I have seen him at that market 2 times. I've seen a lot of people there. Mechanics, they even go there. Some go to Lagos, some go to Aloji. So why people are even praying that Ikoku market should take off as soon as possible? I'm praying for Aloji. But I come to advise so far. If what I'm hearing is any to go by, that the governor is in conjunction with the issue, federal government is working on that road. I'm praying that federal road should be fixed as soon as possible. Things are way cheaper at Aloji than Ikoku here. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about.
But you know, but Michael, we'll have episode back on the line. We'll get to him shortly. But you know, it's not just about Aloji, for example, but it's about the area, because if the market goes there, obviously, you know what goes to market. Buka people will open. People who have small rent for shops for rent will also make money.
Mm-hmm. So. What's your question exactly? I don't understand.
So, if you are saying that people should be going to Aloji, wouldn't that disenfranchise, the new spare parts market?
It will tell them what they are doing is not right. Why would you send me a headlamp I'll buy at Aloji for 5,000? You said to me here in Port Harcourt for 15,000. Is it right? Is it right, dude? Something I'll get to about and buy at 1,000. You said to me at 8,000. Is it right? Why should I go to Aloji to go and buy? It will make them structure their prices so that people don't carry their money and time to Aloji. As long as they keep selling things at high prices, I'll keep going to Aloji.
Okay.
I'm encouraging others to go there.
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Ibiso, I've been waiting patiently. Ibiso, unfortunately, we got cut off and we are going for a break. So please, just send me a message. I'll read it after the commercial, please. Can you do that for us, please? Please. Thank you very much, Ibiso. All right, so let's get to that break. particular place, talking about Ikoku, has been begging for a revamp. That place has overgrown and stayed its welcome in that area. Not because the traders are bad, but because we have grown. The population in Rivers State cannot be compared now to what it was 20 or even 30 years ago. It doesn't make sense to have that kind of place within the community where you have regular people working, particularly because they always make a mess of the roads. During those days, if you pass through Ikoku, you could spend close to 1 hour just trying to get from Ikoku down to Ikwe Road. Why? Because the mechanics are taking over all the place. They should move them out. That way, that place can become a better place for people to move and carry out their businesses. I'm in total support, and there is no downside to this. All right, Ezekiel there says there's no downside to moving the spare parts market from where it is right now, the popular Ikoku area in Port Harcourt, outside the place. I'm very curious though if they move it, or when they do move it. I'm very curious if they're still going to call it Ikoku Market. I'm talking about local parts, because obviously it's the new international spare parts and automation. Yeah. But I'm concerned. I'm just curious if it's still going to, maintain that old moniker of being called Ikoku. So once again, if you just join us this morning inside Rivers, all right, we're talking about the relocation of the spare parts market, and I'm asking, how would the relocation of that spare parts market affect business in Port Harcourt? Some fear that the fact that it's further away from central town, right, it means it's going to be a bit more difficult for them to go have their cars fixed and whatnot, all right, and maybe buy parts. It may increase cost, because now, Ikoku was pretty much central to almost anywhere in Port Harcourt. If you're in Woji, if you're going to have your parts, you come through Transamadi, boom, you're in Ikoku. By the time you get into Garrison, you're in Ikoku. From Ikoku, you can go to GRA. From Ikoku, you can go all the way to old Port Harcourt, old GRA. From Ikoku, Ada George, it's not too far. From Ikoku, Rumokoro. So it was a pretty strategic place, if you ask me. But then again, like Ezekiel said, that place had overgrown the area where it was. It had overgrown that street, that line. And I agree with him. I remember those days. Sometimes from Olo Basanjo, once you just get to that roundabout, and you just see where you have the Olo Basanjo police station, and you just see the spare parts market, just get ready for hold up. And on a good day, that ride from the roundabout to Ikwe Road, it's not up to 3 minutes, but you could spend 40 minutes, sometimes even an hour on that road. So yeah, maybe it's time. Maybe like Ezekiel said, they've overgrown that place. They need somewhere bigger, so the potential of that place can be maximized or be achieved. What say you though?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Hello, Port Harcourt is back. As always, you know the drill. If you don't, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear it, please do not make mention of it. All right, so numbers to call 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. All right, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. All right, as always, please don't forget, turn down the volume of your radio set so we can have a decent conversation with you. All right, so let's quickly get to Facebook and get to see the comments that we have on our conversation. This one message here says, "Hi, G, good morning. We need to ask what exactly is going to be the benefit of moving that particular market. Look, there's going to be more space. Like you said, those places where mechanics used to fix their cars will be better planned in this new market. You also give room for more people to get into that space. A lot of people who would like to get into that spare parts business couldn't do so because there was no space in Ikoku. But now, if more people come across, prices, I'm very sure, will come down." So there's the issue of space. You know, people who have been in that Ikoku, I remember those days, Ikoku, you see some uncompleted buildings. It's somebody's shop. Right? It's somebody's shop. You couldn't, the place, if we're honest, guys, the place was really choked. Right? It really was choked, wasn't it? Now, Innocent Woke says Ikoku's relocation is not political. If it is, the governor would have relocated it to his village or local government. It's simply because of the influx of people and businesses to our dear state. It is in the best interest of the state to decongest Port Harcourt to accommodate other affiliate businesses as a result of relocation. It is a win-win situation if they are moved out of the central city of Port Harcourt. Say, God bless our dear state of River State. Innocent Woke with that comment. Thank you very much, Innocent. Ibiso says on WhatsApp, good morning. About the spare parts market, it is a welcome development, and the area that the market is stationed will bring development. And the governor said house rent will increase, but I want the host community to work with the people, not to bring different kinds of youth group there. I want the government to look at the urban areas to site projects that will bring development. Thank you. And says bye for now. All right, thank you very much. That's Ibiso with that comment. All right. Oh dear. Okay. This one is okay. This is about the rain. Somebody's saying that, look, somebody wants to take his wife to the hospital. Seems the baby is coming, and the whole street is flooded at Okilti, Rumoke Road 7 to be precise. Nowhere to drive in and out. The rain has stopped, but no way to go out. Oh dear. I do hope the drains are able to take the water away. Zion, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, please. Welcome.
The spare part market is located at the right place.
Really?
Yes. And don't forget, this governor is not the one that located that site. That site has been there for over 20 years. It was during the Peter Odili administration that the new mapping was taking place, where we have the steel market at this other, the left flank, which also now splitting over to the right flank. Now, if you look at this particular project, it is sited at shoulders of the ring road. Are you seeing the dynamics now? Which means this map will connect round Port Harcourt on the out shoulders of the ring road. You can easily get to outside River State, Aba, Akwa Ibom, and other neighboring from that location.
So how is that a bad thing if you say the Ikoku market should be where it is right now?
That place is already congested and the planning is poor.
Development
without planning, everything just went haphazard. For me, I don't want that market. Let that place be remain the Ikoku.
At Olu Obasanjo, with all the complaints of the road and the narrowing and all the traffic it causes?
That's what I'm saying. Like now, the normal spare part shop should be there. But let this one be the annex whereby all these mechanics, other washing of radiators, everybody should move down to the Riebe.
I see.
So that let's still add this landmark. I don't want that landmark, Ikoku spare market, to be removed from there. We still need it here. That is our landmark. But that one, the annex, is the best. And let me also tell you something, Jude. Are you aware it was even the people that designed the market to the governor? They brought it to him. This is what he wants. And he delivered it for them. It's also a clarion call. If you know you need a project in your community, you need your own project, can you design it and take it to the governor rather than to sit down, complain, talk, complain? No, this governor is working. And look at it now. He's about to round up with the Memporio. Now his next point of call now is the old Igbo. People that have been shouting road, and if he can give roads, especially those road and streets like Igbo, Igbo is the next city in the world. I'm telling you the truth.
All right, thank you very much, Ibiso. Oh dear. Apologies, Ibiso. All right, so that's an interesting take. All right, so the last caller, I think that's right, says, okay, look, he doesn't want the landmark to change. He likes the landmark. He has some heritage there. But the other annex activities, the mechanics, those who wash radiators, like I said, a lot of things have been going on around Ikoko if you've lived here over the years, particularly over the past, I'd say 3 decades, all right? So all those annex business, all those associate businesses can be moved to the Arabia area. That's fine. But the, in quotes, spare parts itself should stay. But it's kind of like how cattle move with cattle egrets and their ticks. You can't really separate one from the other, now, can you? So thank you for your patience. Good morning, please.
No problem, Jude.
Good morning. Apologies.
You see, I agree with Mr. Zion, but I want the governor. Because I don't think this is present governor that moved up place. I don't know what I'm right. But anything they are doing now, look at the Bori area. River State can host different states. If you are coming from Akwa Ibom, you can pass through the Bori area. If you are coming from Enugu and all the rest, then where you can pass through Aba area. If you are coming from Delta State, this sort of thing, you can pass through East West, Awoda area. So now, this other urban city, like Begema, Bori, Awoda, see some of this investment, like during Lagos, even from Island, go to Balogu Market. And buy something that you want to buy.
From Mandela's area, I know that.
To that area, you see that this other person will have that sign of living. The developer will go there. But you put everything in one place. To me, it's not a welcome development. I'm not blaming the government for this, but other things that they want to do. They should shift to other places. So now, if you are from Awoda and they bring such market there, at least you that is selling sales there, you outside of you sell good things there. So it's a welcome development. The government is working, but the bottom line is go to these urban areas and shift some of these things there for that people to have that presence of people there. If you are coming from Delta State, you will see that from Awoda to Emoa, you have massive land. It's just wasting. But if government site project there, investors will go there and things will go well in that area. Go to the Calabari areas, go to the Ogonis areas, they have vast land. So that's my take this morning, Jude. Thank you. And the youth should not take advantage over the business people that are coming there, because once you hear that they are coming two differently, social youth, and so you're going to take money from them and destroy the good things the government want to do. The government should call the community leaders to order and tell them that they should ask their youth to go and even learn trade there to help them, instead of they go and collect 100 naira, 200 naira every day from traders there. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Well, Ibiso seems to be speaking from experience. We wouldn't want to have a repeat of some of the challenges when it comes to doing business here in Port Harcourt. Right now, from Woji, all right, sends us a message on WhatsApp. He says, in my opinion, Ikoku is very congested. In fact, you can spend 3 hours just at Ikoku, he says. Oh, all right. Good morning, June. The only advantage I consider is that the completion and the relocation of the market, it will resolve accommodation issues to some extent, because many residential homes have been converted to shops. All right, mind you, so many parts of Diobo have been encroached by these spare parts dealers. It will not affect much because we still have the Elekaya and another spare parts market in tank axis of Eneka River State. Oh, that's true. There are many of them. They are like, we like call them outstations or second shops, or of of some big person in Ikoku. So if it's not unusual to get to Elekaya, for example. Let's use the Elekaya for example now. You want to change your air conditioner. You fix your air conditioner in your vehicle. I know there's a line where you have people who sell compressors, gas, the pipes and all the condensers. But if you go there and let's say your model is not available, guess where they all go to? Ikoku. They make a call. Say call away. Give a dispatch rider. Bring your parts down for you. So maybe Michael is right. Maybe Michael is on something. It may not be as bad as people think. It really may not be, because you still have the Elekaya areas and other places where you can buy your spare parts, and then if need be, then yes, you can find your way to the big spare parts place. Maybe that's when you to be at maybe. So it may not be a lose-lose, like you said. It's probably a win-win. A win-win. At Nigeria Info PH. At Nigeria Info PH, all right, is where you find us on Facebook and on X. At Nigeria Info PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. So let's get to Facebook right now, and also X. Let's get to read some comments right now talking about the relocation of the spare parts market in Port Harcourt. Now, Cyprian Okebungu says there is need for expansion, but let them give original parts. That's always been the problem. Whether you're buying from Ikoku or whether you're buying from what you may call it, any of the other markets, right? It's the authenticity of the product that's the issue. And in Nigeria, people like to hear, we have this phrase, now the original one, now Belgium, or now fake, now Taiwan. This one no be or second hand. If you buy the second hand, now that one is strong pass, direct one. So yeah, I understand that concern. George Owaveneke says, relocation of spare park market in Port Harcourt is a welcome development. Also remember that the land was not acquired by a seminary football administration. I don't understand why some unguarded people say it's politically motivated. Well, let's leave the politics out of it and look at the business of it. Does it make sense for you? What are the side effects, or what are the effects? They will not be side effects. They might be bad, but what effects do you expect? Coming from their relocation. Some are postulating that it's going to position River State to be, the major hub for that business. Because let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, the mechanics in Bayelsa, they have to come to Ikoku to buy the parts. Yeah, some people who buy parts, and obviously, like any good businessman would, take back to Yenegua and sell. But when you need something in particular, something very specific, something that is not very common, the first port of call is River State, is Ikoku. Now, once that spare parts market is moved, all right, it may just afford people the chance to get things cheaper. Like was that Ibiso, or was that who's that person? Was it from Eche? Yes, yeah, that may mention that. Okay, all right, cool. Now, Michael says it will make the dealers at the Lekaya and other spare parts market stock their shelves and counters. A very simple situation, a win-win for everybody, especially for the OKK and Sons. Michael, he's making a reference to the spare parts dealers. All right, so it's a win-win for everybody. It is a win-win for everybody. Good morning, Jude. This relocation is not a bad idea, but people are not asking the right questions. Number one, what is the cost going to be incurred by these stakeholders? By stakeholders, I'm talking about the traders. In Ikoku, they pretty much knew what their rent was going to be, to whom and to when they're going to pay. But is it going to be the government? What is the structure? How long would they be keeping tenants in that particular place? What benefits? What about security? What about light? And above all, let's be very honest, what about access routes? It's one thing to create a structure and create just one road to the place. What about access roads in and out of that place? It's a great idea, but we need to ask more questions from that project. John in Port Harcourt. We need to ask more questions of that project. Do you agree with John? 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. Chima here is saying, Jude, some people are just greedy. Everything cannot be and should not be inside Port Harcourt Central. Haba, let other people experience what it means to be part of a big and growing city. It's only a matter of time, even if it's not now. A lot of things that used to be in Port Harcourt main town will be spreading out to other places. Look at the population. We all will not continue to be in this space. Ikoku has stayed. Ikoku will always be there. It may not be in the location, but to be somewhere else. Ikoku is not about a place, it's about the people. Let the people go somewhere else. Let them build. Let them make the business better than it used to be before. So it's not just a place, it's about the people. All right, let's get back to the phone line. So we have a person on the line. Let's get to find out. Ooh, drop call scenario. Apologies there. Take another call. Hello, good morning. Once again, please, when you start to dial, just turn down the volume of your radio set or step away from the radio set. All right, please just do that. All right, thank you very much. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. All right, WhatsApp is available on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416, and then at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH is where you will find us on Facebook and on X, at Nigeria Info PH, at Nigeria Info PH. Greetings, Jude. Good morning. I think the market, just like a lot of other things in this state, needs to be moved around. It's not a bad idea to have a central place where everybody comes to shop, but if that place has overgrown itself, and I think Ikoku has, it's become too congested, it should be done outside. If you go to Lagos, there are certain markets where they sell only one particular type of item. Look at Alaba, for example. Anything electronics you will find in that place, from mobile phones to TVs, even to wristwatches. As long as it's electrical, you will find in Alaba, and see what happens, Jude. Visit Alaba, you will find banks, you will find supermarkets, you will also find restaurants in those places. Why? Because the business must attract other businesses. Ikoku people should not be worried about getting business. Once they go, people will follow them. Braid is speaking to us from Oginiba. Braid, do you agree with that last comment? It says if they go, people will follow them.
I agree with that suggestion 99%. Yeah, it's not where you pay, it's also what you are giving out. Now, if you stay within the confine of Port Harcourt Township, and yes, people have known you, if you relocate to, let's say, all those areas now where the governor wants to resettle them, if they go in their number and set up the business there, it will also attract other business. Banks will go there, food vendors will go there. Because they know that for you to stay there from morning till evening,
you need
definitely people will eat.
Yes.
People that came to buy something will eat. And also, it will also attract the government to also build more roads within that environment. So for me, let them go there, start the business, and let people know that all the paths, motor paths are there. People will, even wherever they are, people will go and meet them and get whatever they want.
Thank you very much. George is on the line from Odegu. George, good morning to you, please.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
I
think relocation of Port Harcourt this market is a welcome development, and you can see that this thing is really based on continuity. If you should go back to when that land was acquired by during the Peter Odele administration, and every responsible government will believe on continuity, and this thing is going to create a lot of employment in those people living at the level houses. It's going to create expansion. And if people are saying that relocation of Port Harcourt spare part is not a welcome development, if you should go to Ikoku where that spare part thing was there, you can see how that place was. Traffic was a problem. People going from one place was a problem. You can see also that spare part, this thing is within the ring road. Port Harcourt ring road, the Aba people can come there, the Imo State people can come there, the Calabar people can come there, the Akwa Ibom people can come there. I think it's a welcome development. Let's get into it. And let God bless River State also. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You made a very good point talking about how the neighbors can also come very quickly, have access. Uyo is not too far. If you use the LMR route, right, that's one way to get to Uyo. You also go through the Aba Road area. That's a possibility. Obviously, once you get to Uyo, next thing you're thinking about is getting to Calabar. So yes, it really on paper it is promising to be, the expansion that I think River State has been waiting for. On paper, like I said, it's promising to do just that. So it may not be a doom and gloom to the traders in particular. So spare parts traders, wherever you are, mechanics, the ball is in your court to seize the opportunity and do the right things. Port Harcourt people, and indeed the people of Niger Delta, are expecting from you.
Nigeria Info will be right back.